So, where we last left our
Battler.
battler,
Our fight man.
they were making their way down to the beach
The fight man!
wearing suits.
Yes, the fight man is wearing a suit. Let's go!
His suit with a zipper.
They're talking about the epitaph with zippers
Ugh.
and solid gold buttons. The best character. Let's go.
I don't understand. There are buttons in a place that doesn't make sense. There's a zipper in a place that doesn't make
It's
sense.
that weird like wing thing on his suit. Looks like it's been like custom made for him.
Yeah.
Maybe for the family? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like this is well established at this point.
Look! I know that you know what's going on, at least in part, but I have to act like you know nothing still. When we get to episode
Are we gonna
8,
get to like the end of the novel?
I'm like, do you remember this scene? And you're like, yes, I know what's
We
going on.
are in the scene right now.
I do know that name. Oh god.
So anyway, so on the 10th
I am
Twilight,
aware
the
of the
journey
epitaph.
ends,
Oh god.
and you reach the Golden Land. You really are diligent, Maria. You did a good job writing this old elf.
Yeah!
I
Maria!
was gonna make a comment about how they'd memorized it all, but I'm glad they addressed that.
Thank god. Ooh. I forget a lot, so I always write things down.
You waste the space.
Mama told me to. I'm the best character.
There was a notebook inside the handbag Maria was always carrying around, and Beatrice's epitaph was copied onto it. Thanks to that, we were all able to challenge the puzzle of the epitaph while walking down this beach. Jessica and the rest had already tried to solve it several times, and had already gotten bored with it. I was missing the fucking spacebar.
Nice.
However, since this was a first for me, I was so excited that I couldn't stop. It really tickled my sense of adventure.
Here come the hints. Oh, let's go.
Let's start with the first line. Behold the Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. Where was Grandfather's hometown again? I heard that before the war, the Yoshiramio family had a mansion near Odawara. We've definitely heard that.
We have.
Which makes you want to know which Sweetfish River flows through Odawara, right? Yeah, because that river would be the starting place. Anyone searching for the Golden Land would head down that and search for the key. What's this river in Odawara? Does it have sweetfish swimming in it?
If you're looking for sweetfish in Odawara, you have to be Hayakawa. Nailed it.
Nice.
It's famous for its mountain stream fishing. Ooh.
Nope.
I hate fish, especially mackerel.
Especially mackerel.
Mackerel.
Maria, you'll understand when you get a bit older. No, not reading that.
Oh my god. He's talking about fish! He's talking about fish!
It's just such an uncomfortable way to...
Lick. I'm so excited for you to just play this character. Because you clearly love him to bits.
I love him to bits,
I hope you
man.
relate to him.
I love him just like I love Dark Souls. Fuck that game.
Throw a helmet on him.
Fuck that game until
With a
it
big
does
fucking
something
sword.
good for me.
Is that how you think of Battler? That's so rude.
That's right. That's how I think about
Lick, salty roasted sweet fish, yummy. Bam.
Even though he just ate, I'm getting hungry again. Not with that sound, I'm not. And Shannon's here. Shall I bring you a biscuit?
Oh god.
Huh? Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. Don't mind it. Shannon Chan was faithfully keeping his company. Since she didn't have any afternoon chores for a while, I would have thought that since she's a servant accompanying us would force her to take care of us and tire her out. That didn't seem to be the case for her. On the contrary, she seemed to enjoy joining in on a conversation with people close to her age. When I asked, I heard that she was the sort of worker whose room and board were supplied by her employer. So normally the only person close to her in age was Jessica. Yeah, I can imagine how that might be pretty dull. Okay, so I get that the sweet fish-filled river near Odawara is Hayakawa. In that case, we've got to go down it. Do you find anything if you head down Hayakawa River? If you follow it downstream, you'll arrive at the ocean. Of course, you reach the mouth of the river. On the third line of the epitaph, as you travel down it, you'll see a village, by the way. Since long ago, the mouths of rivers have been key points in transportation, and large cities tend to be built there. That'd be the next checkpoint.
That's a pretty good theory.
Hold on. I'm assuming that George is just,
What?
is just going along with Battler right now.
Yeah.
But is he serious? Just for the sake of asking, is he seriously saying that finding a fucking city at the end of a river was a good thing? Like,
You never know.
I feel like that's
Look,
goddamn obvious.
George is just trying to make Battler feel like he's a smart person.
That's what I'm hoping.
Is what's happening.
That's what I'm hoping is happening right now.
It's okay. George is about to lay the smack down.
I really hope so.
Let's go. Just like you guessed, there's an old city that was very prosperous in ancient times. That's
Okay,
what
good.
Odawara
It sounds
Castle
like
is.
he's
He's researched and he knows what he's talking about.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I think I might have gone to Odawara Castle on a field trip once. It really was a wonderful castle.
Ah, yeah, I also went there. Even though I live in a Western-style house, it's true that Japanese people feel calmer with a Japanese layout.
That's kind of racist,
That's
Jessica. Come on.
Listen.
Come on, Jessica.
Listen, Benjamin, it's perfectly fine.
Benjamin! She's talking to me out of the screen!
Oh god!
This is fucked up. Ooh. Castles are boring. Themes parks are better. God damn it, Jessica. Ooh.
Jessica?
I mean, Maria!
Listen, if you're gonna
I
get
fucked
the
up. I'm
names
sorry.
confused, you can just call her Waste of Space.
That's rude. I would never call her that. Maria is a blessing. A blessing in the soul. A blessing.
A blessing in disguise.
A blessing from the gods.
A blessing in disguise as a curse.
Oh, God.
I see, okay. If we find the gold, the Great Battler Summer will generously reserve a whole theme park for a day and let you play in it.
Just one day.
Just one day. Still, Odawara Castle, huh? The hidden gold of Odawara Castle. Oh!
Oh-ho!
It's actually starting to sound pretty good.
It's in a weird haunted castle.
Well, we figured out that much 2 years ago. Good. Good.
Thank God.
The village down the river where the sweetfish swim in Odawara. We figured it was probably somewhere near Odawara Castle. The problem is the next line. Okay, let's see where Battler's strange reasoning can take him.
Everywhere.
Jessica grinned broadly.
She seemed to be implying that she would have solved the puzzle long ago if it was that easy. I certainly fucking hope so.
So
Damn it.
I'm just enjoying the music.
I'll definitely find it and keep it all for myself. Fourth line. In that village, look for the shore the two will tell you of. I don't know what it means by the two, but anyway, the shore. What does it mean by the shore? No way. Is there any place near there with shore or Kishi in its name? I've heard there's a place called Sogakishi in Odawara. Huh? Wow. You sure know a lot about it. Heh. What could that mean? Shannon, you're trying to solve the riddle and get the gold too. That makes us rivals. It's not like I'm interested in gold.
Baka.
It's just that George Summer told me about it before.
He's so red.
That's because we reached the same conclusion 2 years ago. We even went to the trouble of laying out the map and looking it up. Hold on, I just have to see what Shannon's...
The sprite, what it looks like. Oh God, I don't want to look.
It's not that
It's not that extravagant. Yeah, the faces are very expressive.
I think this is you.
This is definitely me. The older sprites are very expressive in the facial area. It was about 5 kilometers to the north of Odawara. We definitely found a place called Sogakishi there. However, after that we get stuck. The 5th line doesn't say where the key is hidden in that place. Read, Sharon. Can you read out for us? Ooh. Ooh, there sleeps the key to the Golden Land. Ooh! I could read it! Maria,
So
please.
she could write it down, but not
She
read
couldn't
it.
read it! It's so great.
Sogakishi is probably large, and there wasn't ever any house built there by the Ushiramiya family. Not much we can do to find a key in such a vast area without any hints.
You're right. And without the key, we can't advance to the next line. Georgianiki, what kind of place is Sogakishi?
Let's see. I've never been there, so I don't really know, but according to the map, it's in the mountains. I'm pretty sure it was at the base of Mount Asama.
Something doesn't feel right. You'd expect a riddle pointing the way to the hidden gold to be a bit more exact. What? Doesn't that defeat the point?
Of a riddle?
That does... Battler! Battling! What?
Battler is very smart. This is still you,
Listen, I'm glad he at least managed to get to a reasonable conclusion from this dumb shit statement.
Can we just appreciate George's fashion sense for a second here? With his like green coat, his little like napkin, I think, tucked into his
Called a
pocket,
fucking...
and his like, what is it then?
I'm
Blazer?
I'm pretty sure
blazer,
it's a pocket
right?
square. I'm pretty
A
sure you
pocket
call those
square.
things a pocket square.
A pocket square. I love the tie. Is all I'm saying. They're like matching suits and shit.
That is definitely just the thing in fashion. I don't know what they're called.
What is
I
the
know
point
that-
of it?
I know there is a square one called a pocket square.
Well, either way, I love it.
Hold on, let me.
What are you doing?
I feel like
You
we
can't just look this up right now.
Yes, I have to look
You're
at
in the
pocket
middle of
square.
a line.
No, listen.
God damn you.
I gotta give Battler some time to think about what he just said because it
To
was
figure things out.
just so dumb.
Look, Valor's a very smart man. Okay.
Okay, no, it is a pocket square.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Thank you. Please continue.
I get the feeling that even the part about Sogakishi was a mistake.
Well, I think it could be Sogakishi. It could be talking about some house that grandfather lived in when he was a kid that we don't know about. After all, the first line mentioned his beloved hometown. Shannon, you've served grandfather alcohol and stuff lots of
Yes, 3 times
lots
an
of
hour.
times, right? Hasn't he ever talked to you about his past?
The master almost never speaks of the past. However, he talks of the great Kanto earthquake as though it was someone else's story. So he may have been living far away from the Kanto area.
The Ushimiya family may have been living in Odawara, but not all of the branch families were. Grandfather often called himself part of a branch family, at least connected to the successor.
And that means the beloved hometown might not even be Odawara at all.
Might not be.
I've never heard anything about grandfather's hometown, and I doubt he'd actually tell me if I asked.
If the so-called beloved hometown isn't referring to the Ushimiya family's roots, the Odawara theory is wrong from the beginning. Of course, this doesn't completely remove the possibility that it was Tsukakishi. For example, perhaps he lived in Odawara when he was very young, but then moved far away later. Ooh, I don't understand what you're all talking about. Ooh!
I'm glad that they're gonna give Maria as an excuse to fucking expose to us more.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't make any sense. New theory, please.
Maria had been completely left out of the conversation, and she now sat puffing out her cheeks in boredom. So basically, if we can't agree on the starting point for this dice game of gold, we're totally stuck. But wait, after the first 5 lines, the thing we end up finding is a key, right? Even if you don't have a key, it's always possible to bust through a door. Can't we just skip the first 5 lines and start figuring out the rest?
I love Battler. Just skip the first part of the riddle.
I hadn't thought of that.
Definitely not.
Oh well, we're just wasting time anyway. Let's hear the rest of Battler's
That's the
reasoning.
truth. Ba-dum-ts.
But in the next part, it gets dark really fast.
Shannon frowned slightly, after looking back at Maria's notebook to recall what was written there. Yeah, I was forced to agree. On the first twilight, offer the 6 chosen by the key as sacrifices. It sure does get horrible quickly. On the second twilight, it says to tear apart the 2 who are close. Does that mean to make them break off their loving relationship? Or does it mean to literally tear them apart? I don't know, but either way, it's pretty disgusting.
Even if we set that second line aside, it mentions 6 people for the first twilight, then 5 people for the 4 through 8 twilights. So at least 11 people must be sacrificed.
Oh boy.
Ooh, their sacrifices to revive Beatrice. What?
I see. Sacrifices to restore the witch.
What?
Yeah, that's what it'd mean. Near the end, the witch will be revived on the 9th twilight. That last part is guaranteed.
On the 9th twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. So everyone will die in the end.
And after that, the 10th twilight is the goal line. Not sure how you're supposed to reach the Golden Land if everyone's dead by then.
Depending how you interpret it, the traveler who holds the key may or may not be included in the none shall be left alive part.
But in the end, there's something pretty interesting. After reaching the goal, the witch gives out 4 treasures. One shall be all the gold. The problem is the next one. It says the dead souls will be resurrected, right? Doesn't that sound like it means everyone who died in the earlier lines?
If you put it like that, then the part about reviving lost love might refer to the pair torn apart on the 2nd twilight.
That's right. And the 4th one refers to the 9th twilight. The 4th treasure is putting the witch, revived on the 9th twilight, to sleep.
If we put a happy spin on all this, it'll be hectic with people dying and breaking up all over the place, but it'll all be made right in the end, and definitely will be made right in the end because it is not black magic and is definitely good-willed, natural, happy magic.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of happy magic. Oh,
That was beautiful. That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
I thought about that.
The awakened witch will sleep again, and everything will be like it was at the start, except with a huge pile of gold. The witch must be pretty busy, what with all the killing, reviving, breaking up, and reuniting people.
It's pretty complicated.
Not to mention waking up and sleeping. Ha 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 ha. Jeez, just when the tale of the hidden gold was getting interesting, it all gets pretty dubious once the witch starts showing up. Too true. Ha ha ha.
Lol.
I laughed along with Jessica. After all, the idea of a witch was just too ridiculous. Of course, once we started laughing like that, Maria, who believed in the witch, got angry.
Ooh! The witch is incredible! She can do anything with magic. Even kill. Even bring back to life. Even give love. Even take it. She can fly in the sky, can become invisible, can even make golden bread out of nothing! Ooh! Oh!
Ugh, dang. My bad, we were just joking. Jessica apologized, sticking out her tongue, but Maria
Nailed it.
didn't accept it.
She grabbed her notebook back out of my hands and, opening some other pages,
Oh, yeah, this is good shit.
tried to prove that the witch existed.
Look at this.
These pages had colorful drawings of witches on them,
Oh,
and well conveyed the fantastical image Maria had of witches.
so cute.
It wasn't the normal sinister image of a crooked-nosed hag flying around on a broom, but a dreamlike person with unnatural powers who could do anything and wore a beautiful dress. It was just what you'd expect from an imaginative young girl. And also the author of this novel. Flitting through the skies, crossing a rainbow, dancing around all night with a teacup and a teapot that would never get empty no matter how much you...
I wish that were a thing.
Hold on.
Yes?
I don't want to sidetrack this with things outside the story.
Oh my god.
But
But.
I'm pointing at the screen right now. I'm waiting for Ben here to respond.
I don't know what you want from me, I'll be honest. I don't know. With...
I think you know exactly what I
The
want.
fact that we're drinking tea?
No.
Are you looking at the tea? I'm not sure.
Listen, no. I think... No.
It's totally gone past my brain. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Either that
Don't
or-
worry. No,
What?
we'll get to it. It's
Okay.
no, it's fine.
Okay,
Listen.
that's fine.
No, it's fine.
That's fine, Des.
That's fine.
I'm a Dessous. Alright.
It'd never get empty no matter how much you poured out of it. With the flourish of her staff, the stars in the sky would become candy and pour down, and flowers that produce sweets would bud by the roadside. To Maria, witches were the only concept that could embody the magical dream that so captivated her. As she grew older, it was the last remaining thing that could give richness to her dull and plain everyday life. That's why Maria believed in witches. She didn't want that dream of hers to be tarnished. That's why she didn't want anyone to tarnish the epitaph, which affirmed the existence of witches. Because the witch named Beatrice is Maria's dream.
To Maria Chan, the epitaph isn't a guide to the gold, but magic to revive the witch.
So it was the single link between Maria and the witch. Maria was very angry and clung to George and Nikki. Jessica and I scratched our heads and apologized. And just imagining like anime lean back like,
Ah! Yeah, I get that totally.
It might not be possible to smooth things over again like the time she got mad in front of the portrait. Maria didn't seem willing to be easily consoled. Unlike Jessica and I, who hung our heads wondering what to do, Shannon Chan timidly opened her mouth. Maria-sama, did you know? There's a ghost story about Beatrice that has been passed down amongst the servants.
Yeah, save this scene. Ooh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Shannon, tell us about it. Don't really know, but it's apparently pretty famous amongst the servants.
Wow! That was rude.
What is this? A ghost story?
Yes. It seems it's a story from before we were born. I also heard about it from my mother.
Yes. It has been passed down since the time of the mansion's construction. The servants of that time whispered that the mansion had two masters, one of the day and one of the night.
And thus the rug spoke. Yes?
The tale that Shannon told was just like a typical campfire ghost story, except it was at the day and it was at a beach and we were all wearing suits. It makes perfect sense.
And there's sand all over our fucking suits and it's the worst.
I mean, I was more concerned about the sand in dress shoes, really.
I mean, the dress shoes as well. I mean, I assume they take their shoes off, but we can't really see their shoes in these sprites.
I kind of hope they
So,
did.
I hope they took them off, but there is no... I can either confirm or deny the existence of a lack of dress shoes at this beach.
Ugh, it's so bothersome.
Ah! One
If
day,
there was a
maybe.
forest with a witch living inside it, then of course the witch would come pay the mansion a visit from time to time. At some point, the ghost story naturally sprouted up between the servants. Oh, suddenly mansion.
This is Shannon.
When people do the rounds the second time to check doors, windows, and locks that were supposedly closed, they'd find some of them left open. Lights that were supposed to be off were turned on, and lights that were supposed to be turned on went out. Things left lying around would disappear, and things would appear when no one had any memory of putting them there. When any of these things happened, the old servants would say that the witch had visited the mansion, invisible, and was playing pranks.
Oh, see, she exists. Beatrice exists.
Yeah, she exists. Look at that fucking face. I love that.
Ooh! Can we look at the new sprite for this one?
Sure.
See what it looks like. Ooh! A big koi! Ooh! This is, look, this thing. I will stand by the original sprites till the end
I
of
am
my days.
on board with the original sprites.
I hope so. It's so good.
Oh no, that was Japanese!
You turned into Japanese, you fool! You started the song again as well! Oh, why did you do that?
no.
Beatrice exists!
Yeah, she exists!
Resume the timeline!
Long ago, it was always right before leaving for school that I wasn't able to find my bag and stuff.
It's stuff.
Maria puffed out her chest with a...
Ooh!
as though this was a final proof of the witch's existence. If I opened my mouth, Maria would probably be hurt again, so I didn't.
Scientifically proven.
Scientifically proven, indeed, sir.
Yes.
I mean, you hear this kind of story everywhere. Depending on the place, they might blame it on a dwarf or an elf. The only difference is that they call it a witch on this island. Of course, walking around a vast, elegant mansion at night would be a little unsettling. It's an island devoid of people. Since the mansion is so drafty, walking around on a night of a thunderstorm would certainly be eerie. In addition, some servants have also seen the will-o-wisps and glittering butterflies dancing around.
What?
Are you following the train of thought that I was on before
I don't know
now?
what you're talking about.
Are you following the train
I still have no clue what you can possibly be referring to. Any characters that I may or may not have created. Completely original characters.
Completely original characters. I think we have actually mentioned earlier at some point in the recording when we were talking about Avon.
I'm not saying that I've created a character for role-playing game who has any of the qualities that we're discussing here. The endless tea, the butterflies being blown around, or any other qualities that may or may not be part of that character. I'm not saying that this particular witch's qualities were an inspiration at all. I would never say that.
Of course not.
I would have heavily implied though. I'm so excited.
Now that we're done with that sidetrack,
continue, please.
Garenkin also saw something like that when he went patrolling one night. And recently, he often heard servants talking about strange footsteps heard inside the mansion near midnight. We've whispered together that Beatrice Summer in the portrait sometimes makes herself invisible and walks through the mansion. It happened a while ago, but even I've heard footsteps while patrolling at night that resemble those stories. Whoa, that's scary. But there's nothing to be afraid of.
Ooh.
Beatrice Summer is another ruler of this mansion, separated from the master. So there's no need to be unnaturally afraid if you respect her. I hear she won't do anything bad, except murder at least 11 people.
Maybe. I don't know. She's to be revived after all. However, she can be quite terrifying if you don't respect her, right?
Correct. I've heard that just before I began working here, someone who spoke badly about Beatrice Summer fell down the stairs and quit after receiving a large injury to their back. Because of that, there was a rumor between the servants that Beatrice Summer's anger had been brought down upon this person.
Ooh. Anger will definitely be brought down on Butler and Jessica.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Strike them down!
Strike them down!
With butterflies!
Oh!
Get them!
Get him! I'm sorry. I don't want to anger her. I don't want her anger brought down upon me. I apologize, Maria. Of course, I also apologize to the witch. I'm sorry, Beatrice Summer. Please forgive an outsider's nonsense.
I'll apologize as well. I'm sorry, Beatrice Summer. Will the witch be able to forgive us now?
Ooh. Don't know. Witches are fickle, so they forgive when they want to, and don't when they don't. Ooh. Ooh. That's not good. Maria-chan, isn't there some kind of good luck charm that could prevent Battlecoot and Jessica-chan from suffering Beatrice Summer's wrath?
The spacebar?
Maybe something that can block against magic?
By relying on Maria, who is proud of knowing the most about witches, George was trying to revive her self-esteem.
Revive.
Once again, I gotta admire his ability to calm kids down. After taking a moment to cross her arms and seriously ponder whether there might be a charm that could save us, she started flipping through the pages in her notebook. I had thought it was just a scribbled diary, but there also seemed to be quite a few pages that looked like they'd come from a book on black magic. Maria solemnly considered a group of these pages which contained things that looked like magic circles. Apparently, Grandfather wasn't the only one with the black magic hobby. When Maria finally found what she was looking for, she snapped the notebook shut and threw it into her handbag. She then began fishing through that bag's contents. There seemed to be various jumbled up things in there. After a while, she took out various pieces of junk, although they were probably important magical items to Maria, and repeatedly threw them back in, saying they were wrong. It was all a little humorous, just like when...
Doraemon?
Doraemon?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Sorry.
What is that? What is the capital O there?
I
Anyway.
have no clue. It must be part of the title of the show. I assume it's some kind of anime.
That might be.
Ooh, it's some kind of Doraemon anime. I don't know.
When finally, she seemed to discover what she was looking for. With a face that was unimaginably cheery.
Unimaginably.
That's what I said.
I'm just agreeing with you.
Okay. I thought you were correcting me. I was really concerned that for a second.
I was agreeing with you. Unimaginable.
Ugh.
Look at that face.
Look at that face.
Look how cheery that is.
Look how cheery
Damn,
that is.
girl, look at that face.
Compared to the intense expression she had worn until now, she held those out to Jessica and me.
What are they? Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Des.
I grabbed it and saw that it was a very cheap looking charm. It looked like a bracelet made from plastic rosary, with scorpion-themed metal attached. Ah yes, scorpion-themed metal. From my favorite movie, The Mummy 2.
The Mummy 2. Yeah, that's it. That's where they come from.
Haven't you ever seen those cheap Zodiac-themed accessories? The kind you might win in a crane game at an arcade? They really look like something like that. There were 2 of them. Probably one for me and one for Jessica. However, the very fact that there were 2 of them made them feel even more cheap, like manufactured goods, making it pretty hard to think of them as magical items. You're giving these to me and Battler?
Ooh! With these charms, you don't even need to worry about Beatrice, because Scorpion's at the power to ward off magic.
Oh, really?
Definitely.
Didn't know scorpions could do that.
Ooh, Battler doesn't believe. Ooh!
I had said too much and angered Maria again.
He's
Maria
pissed off.
took out her notebook again, pointing out various pages as she went on and on about how the scorpion had such incredible holy power that had been used in magic-repelling magical circles since ancient times, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson since the early 2000s.
Yep. The poor bastard.
I'd heard about that from some of the other young servants. Something about how the scorpion is drawn as a magic-repelling symbol in sorcery.
Oh, really?
Ooh. The Scorpion protects against bad magic and calamity. She can say calamity, but she can't say, like, what was it, gold or something stupid?
Yeah.
And an emerald brings peace to the heart. Therefore, its effects are twofold.
Oh, God.
Ooh. It's true. It's all true. The Scorpion wraps around the emerald and protects it. Yeah, that certainly sounds like something that'd work well.
I really wanted to make fun of those worthless-looking charms, but as I watched Maria explaining with all of her heart and realized she'd found them for our sakes, I started to feel like it might actually work if I just wasn't an asshole.
Yeah.
Even if it was just a prize from a game center. The material quality of the charm didn't matter. What mattered was the strength of her feelings.
Debatable.
Oh.
Is that how black magic works? Feelings?
No, it's the risk. And he's taking a big risk because it might be chemically poisoned from this arcade.
You're learning this game.
Even I don't think of myself as the sort of loser who'd laugh at something like that.
I think he would.
I love how he says loser rather than asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I apologize to Beatrice Summer, but even if I do end up getting cursed, I'll be safe now, thanks to Maria's charm. Right, Jessica?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Maria.
Ooh. Wear it on your arm when you want your heart to be at peace. Put it in your wallet and your money won't decrease. If you hang it from a doorknob, bad things can't get in. It's a really convenient charm.
She tried to rhyme and just fell off the bandwagon.
Yo, put it in your wallet and your money won't decrease.
Uh-huh!
Yeah, wear it on your arm when you want your money to be at peace. Your hand to be at peace.
Close enough!
Both things!
Yeah, motherfucker!
Everything's at peace. Put my headphones back in.
Your headphones are in, motherfucker!
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Headphones.
What an incredible effect! Maria Summer gives it her confident seal of approval. God damn it. If Maria Summer gives it her confident seal of approval, then it surely must be reliable. Shannon Chan clapped her hands together and Maria stuck out her chest. She was totally in a good mood again. It's probably best if we let her lead the conversation a bit longer. It'll keep her in such a good mood. Come to think of it, she looked a bit bored when we were getting excited about the hidden gold. Probably because she couldn't keep up. While eating the cookies Kumasawa-san had baked, Jessica and I asked Maria this and that about black magic. Maria happily chatted away in response to our questions. Each time, George Aniki and Shannon-chan would act surprised or chime in. The clouds in the sky grew darker and darker, but we cousins really enjoyed communicating freely after years of separation.
Woo, happy fun times.
Also, I love
Talk
how he
about
says a year of
epitaph.
separation when he hasn't been there in 6 years.
It's been 6 years. Yeah. It's been a bit longer than what we thought it was. Did I just feel a drop on my forehead?
Huh? I wonder. As George Aniki rubbed his forehead, he looked up at the sky. Considering the color of the sky and the dampness of the air, it wouldn't have been odd for a raindrop to hit him. The wind also seemed to have grown a bit stronger.
Ooh. I didn't feel a drop. Only I didn't. Ooh.
Don't worry, neither did I. Anyway, I'm sure it'll rain so much tonight that everyone will get to feel plenty of raindrops.
That's right. Maybe we should head back soon.
Shannon Chan looked down at her watch. It was probably well into the evening by now.
Is it already time for you to return to your work?
Yes, thank you very much for allowing me to enjoy some time together with you all.
Tokumasawa-san, thanks for the cookies. Okay, everyone, help out with the cleanup.
Shannon Chan declined our help, saying that this is all a servant's job, but picking up a drop fork before the waitress...
Words.
Picking up drop fork before the waitress has
to.
to his, like...
It's like my purpose in life.
Right, I
It's
understand
his purpose in life to pick up drop forks before the
I
waitress
was
has
so
to.
confused by this
I know.
phrasing.
The structure, there's also no, like, commas or full stops there, which made it a little bit confused. It's okay. I believe in
such,
you.
I'm
another
not sure
try.
if I should feel bad or if they should feel
It's
bad.
a little of both, I'll be honest. This is not a well-constructed sentence.
Before the waitress has to is like my purpose in life.
There you go.
We folded up the blanket, gathered up the trash, and helped clean everything up.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Ooh! The trash is getting away! Ooh!
I won't let it escape. I'll grab it before Maria does.
Oh! Ooh! I'll grab it! Ooh!
Maria, don't get your shoes. See, they are wearing shoes!
We can confirm the presence of shoes on the beach! They got sand in them! This is great. I'm okay.
To Maria, chasing after some trash sent flying by the powerful winds was just another game.
Oh, God.
By the time we finished, the wind was blowing pretty strongly. Probably a good time to head back. You've all helped me out a lot. Thank you very much.
It looks like you're really out of time. It's okay if you head back first.
Georgianiki perceived from her hurried appearance that very little of her free time was left. Genji-sen's very strict about time. If you don't show up where you're supposed to be at the right time, I bet he'll be pissed.
We'll see you later. Do your best with your work.
Yes! Then, if you'll excuse me. After making a respectful bow, Shannon-chan ran towards the rose garden. Okay, let's head back to the guest house. We can watch TV or something and relax a little.
Ooh. Wanna watch TV? Wanna watch TV? Ooh!
Then it's decided. Let's all head back and watch TV together. Maria, who wasn't done having fun, agreed once television was mentioned. We climbed up the gentle stairs and returned to the rose garden.
Up we go. We go up the
Yay.
steps. Let's go to the rose garden. See what's happening up there.
The wind had grown very strong, and roses shook throughout the garden like ripples on the water. This might be our last chance to see these beautiful roses. I bet tonight's typhoon ruins them. These roses might be done in by tonight's winds. You're right. Still, I think the roses were pretty lucky. After all, they got to welcome all of you before the typhoon.
All flowers lose their petals eventually. But that means we can admire them even more when they're in bloom.
That's right. Maria, burn this image into your eyes. At this moment, they're the best roses of the year.
Ooh. And into eyes.
Right then, Maria suddenly clapped her hands. It looked like she'd remembered something.
My rose. The typhoon will send it flying. Ooh.
Oh, you mean that sad-looking rose Georgianiki marked with a ribbon? Maria apparently remembered where the rose was. She ran at full speed. The rest of us followed her.
Ooh. Ooh.
Where was that again? I'm sure it was somewhere around here. We searched everywhere in that area, but it was only a single flower among all of these roses after all. Even though we knew it was somewhere close by, we weren't able to find it. The winds were making up the typhoon's front lines. Made rose...
I believe in you. Undulate.
The winds making up the typhoon's front lines made roses throughout the garden undulate. Okay.
Undulate. Nailed it.
I was waiting for the verb to be, like, here.
Yeah, it was a bit... Yeah. It was a bit weird. It's okay. I believe in you.
It was almost like it was teasing us by making the location of Maria's rose impossible to find.
Maybe it wasn't here. Let's try spreading out a bit in our search.
Sounds good. Let's go for strength in numbers. What's up, Maria? As we made to split up and search, Maria tugged on my jacket with an unhappy face. You could tell that she didn't want us to leave that spot. What is it? What's wrong?
Ooh. My rose is here. It's here.
But it's actually not, right? Maybe it was on the other side of the flower bed. If we all look, we'll find it fast, okay?
Ooh! It's here! My rose is here! Look for it! Look for it! Ooh!
Maria stomped her feet in irritation. She pointed at that spot and said it was definitely there, but in actuality it wasn't. Even so, Maria got mad when we said we were going to search elsewhere. We were at a loss for what to do. For a while, we had to stay near Maria and pretend to search through that rose thicket. And I thought that was going to continue after that sentence, so I ended in an upwards inflection.
It's okay, I got you, fam. Ooh! Ooh! Not here! Not here! Not here! Ooh!
Maybe she's saying that it should be here, but isn't. Wow!
I know, she's figured out...
What a conclusion!
Object permanency, she understands it.
Maria became increasingly irritated. Oh man, Maria's really losing her temper. Sometimes Maria starts to really care about pointless stuff.
Don't say that so close to her!
Oh, if she gets what she wants, that's okay, but...
You can't find something that isn't there. That's not good.
Just when we were at a loss of what to do, Maria called out in a loud voice.
Mama! Ooh!
He could see Aunt Rosa in the direction Maria was waving her hand. Maybe she wanted to look at the garden one more time before the typhoon came. Or maybe she had some business at the guest house. Aunt Rosa was coming from the mansion. She quickly noticed her daughter's voice and came over. My, what happened, everyone? Are you looking for something?
Look for it. Mama, you look for my rose too. Ew!
Your rose?
We found an unhealthy rose around here and marked it.
We tied a candy wrapper around it. But Maria, if I remember correctly, it was growing right in front of... What the... Ah! God damn it! If I remember correctly, it was growing right in front of and really stood out, didn't it? Unless it grew legs and ran off somewhere.
What? Don't look at me like that!
It must have been somewhere else. Maybe you remembered it wrong.
Oh, God. Ew! It is here! It is here! Bella doesn't believe. Ew!
How many times do I have to tell you to stop saying ooh before... Fuck yes! Get on her case, Rosa! Get on her case!
Alright. You better keep space. Actually, I'll take... Want me to take over?
I will be so pissed if
Let
she
me
just...
take- It's okay. Let's just keep
Mama
reading.
will look for it, so stay quiet. I never see Aunt Rosa be anything other than kind and gentle, so her anger surprised me a bit. Aunt Rosa began searching as well, so we went along with her for the time being. But we were already more than sure it wasn't around here. So it didn't take long for Aunt Rosa to realize that too. The rose isn't here. Did you mistake this place for somewhere else? There's so many roses around.
Ew! Ew! That's wrong!
Oh,
It
she
is
just hit her
here.
mother.
She hit something. I think she stomped on her foot. It is here! Mama doesn't believe. Ew!
I already believed you and looked hard, didn't I? But it isn't here.
Ew! But it is here! It is here, but it isn't! It's not doing well.
And someone must have ripped it out. Anyway, stop saying ooh.
Ew! Who ripped out my rose? Who did? Give it back! Give it back! Ew! Ew!
How should I know? Stop it, stop saying ooh. Oh, yes! Get on her case.
Yes?
Stop the oohing. We have already established this is an abusive family. I would like the oohing to be gone at least.
Alright, that's a fair assessment. Alright, well this
I
is
love
you.
how sad this music is.
I know. Why do you keep reading?
Aunt Rosa slapped Maria's left cheek with her palm. In that instant, Maria was shocked into silence. Of course, it was only for an instant. When Maria realized that her wish was being rejected, she started yelling even louder.
Ew! Ew, my rose! My rose! Ew!
Didn't I tell you to stop that weird habit? That's why all the kids in your class make fun of you. Oh,
Yep.
cut it out. Once again, her palm slapped Maria's cheek. This time she didn't go silent. She choked as she started crying and began to bawl in an increasingly loud voice. Aunt Rosa was clearly irritated and lifted her hand once more to try and shut her daughter up. Aunt Rosa. No, she's just a little kid. There's no reason to get serious. I tried to cut in with a bitter smile, rubbing my hands together, but Aunt Rosa glared at me with a serious face, and I realized I should have stayed out of this. I'm sorry, but could the rest of you go back to your room for a bit? I have to continue abusing my daughter.
Basically. Yeah. Ew! Nobody believes in my rose, even though it was here. Ew. Look for it. Look for it. Here, it was here. Ew!
But it's not here. So you must have gotten confused this place for somewhere else, right?
Ew! It is here. It's definitely here. Ew!
And it disappeared. Give it up.
Why? Why did it disappear? Why? Why? Ew!
I don't know that. Stop saying ooh. Aunt Rosa once again raised her hand, overcome by emotion, and slapped Maria's cheek. It was strong enough to knock Maria over. Hey, Aunt Rosa. Even if she is your daughter, violence isn't the answer. I stepped between them to protect Maria, who was still on the ground, crying ooh. I knew that as an outsider, problems between parent and child were none of my business, but I wasn't brought up to just silently observe something like this. Don't you think it's weird, Batakun? Are there any girls at your school who mutter ooh? Well, I am in high school, but for an elementary schooler, I think saying ooh is pretty cute. No!
Not a good thing to
Cute?
say.
Saying who's cute? Cute? My careless words seemed to have earned me Aunt Rose's wrath. She grabbed my collar with a terrifying expression. Don't say such nonsense! You know how old Maria is? She's 9. She's a 4th grader, not a kindergartner. She still makes that sound during class. Don't you get it? Don't you know what they say about this kid when they bully her? Thanks to this weird habit, she still hasn't made a single friend. Don't turn your eyes from reality and carelessly call Maria cute. Think more seriously about this kid's future.
Ooh! Ooh!
I can't take this, Ben. They
Yeah.
took my favorite thing to make fun of and they made it
I know.
serious.
This is why I don't know if I should have prepared you before coming to the scene, but this is a thing that's happening.
I mean, I was a little prepared because, you know, they're just clearly an abusive family anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, this was my favorite thing to make fun
I
of.
know.
Now I can't call her a waste of space without just being mean.
I know. You're like Battler.
I told you, stop making that sound. Didn't I tell you to stop it? Aunt Rosa stroked Maria's quivering head, from which an increasingly unhappy voice was rising. I tried to stop it, but Aunt Rosa pushed me away. My back hit George and Iki.
A long time ago, Aunt Rosa also thought of it as nothing more than one of Maria-chan's baby words. But now that it hasn't been fixed even midway through elementary school, she's been worrying about it a lot.
How she talks isn't really that big of a deal, right?
She'll never make it as an adult if she's like that. So, even though it isn't fun to watch, this is a problem between a parent and child. Fucking George, I swear to God.
He's so good with the kids, remember?
He's like, yeah, let me just let this mother hit her child repeatedly.
His mother is the most abusive, though, so he's probably, like, just on board with this.
Oh, God.
Am I wrong?
I don't know what to even say to that, but, well, God, I just hate this. I hate this relationship between Rose and Maria. It's the worst.
So sad.
Uh,
Well, even I get chewed at by Mom all the time because of how I talk like a fucking Russian man.
comrade.
Comrade. When they put it that way, maybe even a scene as painful as this isn't something an outsider like me should butt in on.
Battler-kun, when you were a kid, didn't you have any bad habits that you couldn't fix and that got you into trouble?
Well, 1 or 2. On Parents' Day once I kept getting yelled at in front of everyone and it was embarrassing as hell.
Well then, you can understand how the two of them must feel right now. I'm sure they don't want us to be here now. You understand too, don't you, Jessica-chan?
I don't think anyone likes to be seen when they're being scolded.
Let's go. We'll return to the guest house. Then after Maria-chan comes back, let's welcome her as if nothing happened. Let's remain silent on the issue of parental abuse. I'm sure that's a good
that's
thing.
a wonderful way.
This is a great family. They're so, like, good at
Can
dealing
we
with
just
their
get to
problems.
the bunny-eyed waifu girls yet?
No, not yet. It's probably for the best, isn't it? I hate this. Keep going.
We thought George and Iki's point was probably a reasonable one, and we were wrong.
Yeah.
And we may have been eager to use that reasonable-sounding argument as justification to retreat from this heart-rending scene.
You cowards!
You cowards! Jessica and I nodded at George and Iki, and we all left. We called towards Maria, telling her that we were going to head to the guest house, but she didn't seem to hear, and we felt sort of guilty and shameless after saying it. In that case, look by yourself as much as you want. Mama doesn't care.
Ooh. I'll look for it. I'll look for it by myself, even if Mama doesn't care. Ooh!
Have it your way. After blasting her with those last few words, Rosa spun on her heels and quickly returned to the mansion. Maria probably viewed that as a cold gesture meant to injure, but that wasn't Rosa's intention. It was because the hand with which she had so emotionally struck Maria's cheek was still numb. It was because if she stayed there screaming, she might be taken over by her emotions and continue slapping her daughter's cheek over and over. After Rosa left, Maria was left alone in the rose garden.
I'm gonna take over from here.
Hell yeah.
Battler's in here, so. The wind began to blow stronger and stronger, and every once in a while, a raindrop would fall on her forehead. However, Maria couldn't leave that place. Not until she found that poor wilting rose. It had definitely been there. Even so, it wasn't. Even though she knew the place, and even though it had been there, it wasn't. Maria bitterly stared at the place it was supposed to be and thought frantically. Maybe the angle I'm looking from is wrong. Maybe the height I'm looking from is wrong. While gazing at a single point, Maria repeatedly stood up, changing her position and continued to stare. The wind was getting stronger and stronger, but Maria kept on looking for that rose in front of the flower bed. Des. And then rain happened.
Well.
And someone's still outside looking for her rose.
Oh,
Anyway,
goodness.
let's have a break from parental abuse to see
Yeah,
Kinzo.
I'm glad that we had those fun scenes with the kids, I was saying.
I know. How you... I feel like...
Yeah?
Maybe you weren't entirely expecting a scene like that in this novel, maybe? I don't know.
Listen.
How are you feeling about this?
I feel like I came in knowing what I was getting into. It's just that the timing with which things are happening is very different to the beat that I'm used to.
Yes.
Like, you know, clearly the whole thing with the U was going to be addressed because they were being very, very forceful with it. And also they'd be very clear that, like, you know, the family's not very good with each other, and also they'd just opened up Rosa in the last scene that she wasn't as quiet and reserved as she seemed. So, like, it was kind of leading to it, but I wasn't expecting it to just
happen immediately.
Happen, yeah.
That's kind of how this novel rolls. Shit just happens.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck, I have to deal with that now. Like, child abuse. Like, she just beats... Like, what just happened there? Her child is screaming, so she hits her over the head, and then it's like, cousins, like, nephews and nieces, I'm gonna push you away from me so I can continue hitting my child.
Yeah.
Is what actually happened there, with, like, Battler being pushed back. And then George is all, I'm the reasonable leader of the cousins. I think we should not get involved with this abuse. Kind of letting Maria down there, one might say.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. That's a great question.
This is the family that they were raised in.
I was gonna say, we're going from parental abuse to Kinzo. I think his words were something along the lines of, let them boil down my bones and choke on them, or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Also, Ava was just such a bitch to George.
Yep.
The other thing I want to talk about is I'm very excited for probably Goda to have cut the rose. I feel like he's probably the most likely culprit.
I don't know. I mean, I would like to talk about the rose at some point. I can neither confirm nor deny.
The other thing I'm assuming is we're gonna get down the line and there's gonna be like some scene with some important character and there's just a wilting rose with a wrapper around it. I'm so on board for that to happen.
I'm excited for this story.
We just got to a Kinzo scene and I'm out of tea, so my voice is just gonna die.
You're so fucked.
I'm so screwed.
We're really out of tea? I thought we had endless tea. I mean, I have a little bit, but it's cold, so I don't know if I want to drink this. Look, I believe in you.
I don't know if we should go get some more. I don't know if it would be responsible to go get more tea.
Look, I think
feel like 2 liters of tea.
I will let you know for this thing. You are going to have to shout like a madman. You may want to get tea.
No, let's just do it.
All right, let's do it. Kinzo noticed the sound of the raindrops beating on the window. It seemed to be pouring down thickly. Can I take control?
Yep.
Give it here. It had been begun to rain later than the weather report had predicted. Kinzo approached the window as if being summoned by the sound of the rain. The sound of rain is a sound of silence. The sound feels quieter than any silence, and makes humans remember that, in the end, they're alone from the moment they're born to the moment they die.
You're late, Beatrice.
Those words directed at the rainy sky. There was no one to be seen in the direction of Kinzo's gaze.
Well then, let us begin.
Piano!
Let us begin our banquet of miracles. This island has now been cut off from the world. Now there are none who can interrupt my ceremony. There are many fitting sacrifices for you. Oh, boy!
Yeah, I told you. Get fucking prepared.
Oh,
here we go.
Shit.
Let's go.
4 of my children, 3 of their companions, 4 of my grandchildren, me and my guests and my servants. You may devour as many as you please. Hold on, let's add them up.
Oh. I pressed space, but that's fine.
4 children.
Uh-huh.
So 7.
11.
11. So there are 11. There are 11 before we even get to the servants.
Yes.
Which tells me that the furniture thing is probably literal.
I have no comment on anything to do with any furnitures being.
Notice he said
runs.
no comment twice about the furniture thing before he said confirm or deny.
Confirm or deny.
Alrighty? Which means it's true. It's definitely true.
Look, I think we should get to the end of the scene before we talk about what this might mean.
You may devour as many as you please. The key of fate will select the sacrifices in accordance with the demon's roulette.
What's the demon's roulette?
If that roulette chooses me, even I will become your sacrifice. However, because of that, because I will bet on such madness, I will most assuredly bring forth a grand miracle. Come, devour to your heart's content. I will achieve victory over that roulette. Yes, I'll put everything on the line. First, I'll return the inheritance of the Ashuramiya family. Accept it.
Here we go. This fucking madman. I love this. I love this man. Kinzo tore the window open, ripped a golden ring off his finger, and forcefully threw it away. Snap face. At that time, the sound of thunder rang out, giving the illusion that the lightning had accepted the ring.
And when you are resurrected, surely I will be the one who stands witness. I will survive until the end and watch over you as you awaken. So come, Beatrice. Welcome to my banquet. In exchange for all that I have created, show me another miracle, just this once. Oh, Beatrice.
There it is.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah!
Oh, boy.
The demon's roulettes! Where none
shit.
can escape. Yes. Excited.
I'm concerned.
Are you? Why? The thunder and the throwing of
Because
the ring.
what happens if this slice of life novel suddenly actually becomes a murder mystery?
My expectations have been ruined.